Hello folks, welcome to the canal Channel Jose. Today we're gonna answer a question that has popped up a few times on our channel, and some people keep asking me what coolant or antifreeze do I use on my Tercel. So I don't go expensive, or I don't go anything fancy. I just go with the basic stuff that we've been doing for years in the past. So all these new antifreeze or coolants that they claim that they're really nice and really expensive, we buy the most economical one, but we keep our system top off, and we change the antifreeze every 2 years. So our system is up to date. But we're gonna show you what we use, so you don't get miscarried on other stuff, so for other people's. It's your choice of what to use, but this is what we use on our Tercel. So with that said, let's get started and show you what we use. Okay folks, so this is what we use as a coolant on our car for this 93 Toyota Tercel. We don't use any fancy stuff. We use the Freestone 50/50. Thus, you don't need fancy stuff in your cars, especially when they're back from the 90s and the 80s and the 70s. This was the technology that kept all those cars cool. So this antifreeze or coolant, as you can see, is a green color, and it comes in a gallon. So we pour some into the bottle so you could see what it is. Like we said, we use the 50/50. We pay about $14 for this gallon. Sometimes you can get it for cheaper, and this is what we use. So every time you want to check your antifreeze, you never open the radiator cap. If it's hot or warm, you always want to go with the reservoir. You check at the reservoir. If the radiator needed fluid, it's going to take it from the reservoir. So that's the lowest point that you will have any fluid that is going to have to be added to it. So that's at the point that you check your reservoir for level. When you check your radiator, is because you got it cooled down completely, and then you can open the cap, because you're gonna burn yourself if you try to open that radiator when it's hot or warm. So you don't want to do that. We use a Freestone 50/50, and we don't use any fancy stuff. So that's just want to expose that out. So this is good stuff. If you change it every 2 years or every 30,000 miles, your system should be clean. And you always want to have a gallon on aside, so in case you want to use, or your car needs some, you just grab the gallon, add some to your reservoir, and your system is full, so you don't let it drop, and then you end up with an overheating system. Well folks, we wanted to expose a little bit of basic information for some of the new drivers or new owners of the little cars. And most of the time the older technology used the green antifreeze, and we use the 50/50, so that way you don't have to mix water, and you just buy the gallon and pour it into the system. Keep your system clean, so every 2 years replace it, 30,000 miles. And then remember, the different colors on the different antifreeze are for newer cars, and that means on the metals that they use in the engine, so they don't corrode. So that's why the meanings of the colors. So they're all made for a specific purpose, to cool down and keep the corrosion from building up in the engine, but use that recommended by the manufacturer. So we use the basic stuff. It's not expensive, and it gets the job done. So, but like we say, use that recommended by the manufacturer. If you like this video, give us thumbs up, share it, and we'll see you soon with more videos here en el canal Channel Jose.